Welcome back to NC Bassin. I'm Landon Moore. Today I'm on Lake Norman. Got a tournament this weekend, so I'm here to practice. Today it's going to be I'm in the monthly, so I don't want to stick the fish where I'm fishing, but this is probably the ramp I'm going to put in at. But I am in the monthly, so if I do catch a big one, it doesn't hurt me too bad. And it's Wednesday, but I mean, Saturday's not far away. I don't want to stick fish I could possibly catch on Saturday. Water's real low. I fish ramps all over the lake, trying to get a good idea where to fish, and I'm probably going to end up fishing where I put in at June. Caught two over 19 last time I was here. So if I catch that on Saturday, that'd be huge. It's a 3 fish limit Saturday. Today the conditions are going to be no wind, bright sunny, very little clouds. So it might be tough today. I'm going to graph a lot today. I'm going to try to find some brush piles. I want to fish shallow, but there's a good chance I'll have to fish brush piles. But Saturday it's going to be a cold front blowing in. So the bite on Saturday should be good. The wind is going to blow like 10 miles per hour northwest. With that cold front coming in, the fish should be chewing. The lake's going to be crowded. You never know. Lake Norman's weird. Some days you think they're not going to bite, they bite, and some days you think they're going to kill, they don't bite at all. Hopefully catch them today, find a good plan for Saturday. Let's see how it goes. Right where he bit it. He bit it as soon as it hit the water. It's a freaking green sunfish. He still got it. Is that what bit my Whopper plopper? That could have been what bit my Whopper plopper, guys. Throw a jig and catch a tiny green sunfish. Golly! You guys see that hit? I mean, not even that big. Second cast with a little Whopper plopper for 90. Oh, that fish murdered. That's what I like to see. Not even big. I thought that was a 4-pound spot for sure. Go, guys. Trying something different. Get tired of missing the strikes with on the chest cam. I like the chest cam when you get the fish next to the boat, but on the strikes, you missed some good strikes. That was on the Whopper plopper 90. On the little Whopper plopper. That was on the second cast. I've been throwing the 110. 16 3/4, guys. Just heard 2 more fish jump, so that's a good sign. Get a start on monthly. I mean, that's not. I'd have to get rid of them by the end of the month for sure. A little tiny guy. Is that a crappie? Catching crappie now, guys. Must be what's jumping up. There he goes. Old paper mouth. Little crappie on the swim. There we go. Finally, guys. Got a bite on top. Another one out way away from the bank. Not big at all. Looked all crazy. Finally got one. There we go. Perfect quick release. Golly, and I missed him. Big one. God, I don't know what to do. I've tried 3 different rods, 2 different kinds of lines. I don't know. I cannot get these fish in. I mean, he smashed it, and I still missed it. I mean, I went to a moderate action rod, but it's 7.2, so it's got way more bend. Try to turn the drag down, turn the drag up. Different hooks. Put a bigger hook on now. I've tried everything. Can't get these fish in. Well, guys, midday update. It's slow, but it's about 10 o'clock now. That 11:30, 12 o'clock bite really picks up. When the sun gets high and these fish get in the shade, they're going to be a lot more predictable. Go over the setup I've been catching fish on lately. I mean, last few months, definitely the Whopper plopper 110, this same chrome one, it's all beat up. That's why I don't throw a chopo much, because I just bang it off. I mean, look, I just broke a hook off just now. I change hooks constantly. Always banging them off rocks. I mean, you can see it's missing eyes. It's all beat up, ate up. Caught a bunch of fish on it too. But these Whopper ploppers are pretty indestructible. Those chopos will break. The tail will break. I do like the sound of a chopo, but they will break very easy. You gotta throw that. You gotta throw this on the bank. You want to parallel the bank, get it right up on the bank. And a lot of people think it's fall. You gotta throw small baits. The bait's small. I mean, it goes against everything. But I did catch one on the Whopper plopper 90. But the bait is small right now. But that big chopo just draws out a bigger fish. And there's just different theories. I was watching Alex Rudd talk about it. I mean, he's killing on the Chapo 120, and he was saying his theory is that it looks like a tiny little shad being chased by a small fish in that competition. These fish are in wolf packs in the fall. I mean, a lot of these fish will try around wolf packs like 3 or 4 or 5, maybe 7 bass, and they get in competition. My theory is that it looks like a small ball of shad, like 4 or 5 small shad, or just one big bluegill. Either way, it seems like the bigger baits seem to get bit. I mean, that 130 is great, but I cannot cast it to save my life. Getting up under docks and stuff's way harder than the 110. And that 120 Chapo is not very big neither. It's about the same size as this, just a little bit longer. The smaller Whopper ploppers are easier to get, but when the water's low, it's a lot easier to get up under the docks and the walkways. That's where these fish will be. I mean, I've been catching most of the spots on natural rock or riprap banks. I'm throwing this on 40-pound braid with a moderate action rod, a medium heavy moderate action. I was throwing a moderate fast, and I've switched back and forth. I like that shorter rod. It helps your casting accuracy, but this one's a 7.2, so it's a little bit harder to cast, but it's got way softer tip. I kept losing fish, so I'm trying this at 6.8 or 6.10, especially in a kayak. That smaller rod helps you get up under stuff. I really don't think color matters that much. I mean, chrome on a sunny day seems to work good, like a bone or a black on a real cloudy day, especially nighttime throw a black. I like a bone on a cloudy day. This chrome just has a little bit of shine, and spots are known to crush a chrome bait. The water's real clear. That translucent color can really help too. I think I need on a sunny day translucent color. That sparkle, I think, just looks like a shad. That's how I've been catching them lately, guys. Nothing funner than catch them on top water. Go out there and try it. He should be in the shade. He's little guy. Shade. Golly! It's not even big. Get off that stump. At least I can see him. Okay. I mean, I would have thought that was a giant. He's tiny. GoPro was even running. Just a little guy. He smashed it. I would have thought that was a giant. Right where that stump is. It's an isolated stump. I had to throw past it. Most of these fish are not on the bank. I seen a wolf pack of 3 big spots. Like 2 of them were 3-pound plus. One was a 2-pounder. Just swimming shallow as can be. They came out from underneath the dock. So that made me pick up the top water. I didn't put the chest mount on. Thought I was going to be throwing a shaky head the rest of the day. Okay. So I got to reel it in. Reeling in a shaky head and got bit. That was super weird. I was reeling in super slow, just moping because I'm not getting any bites. He's a chunk. Oh, 8-pound test. I mean, he's probably 15 inches, maybe. That right baits. I'm telling you, the spots like that pink. It's throwing a green pumpkin color. It has been a struggle. I'm trying to catch them on top water. So I bet you I can catch them on a shaky head. I was throwing the weighted wacky, and that's not getting any bites. I did catch that tiny one, or lost it. But seems like they won't. I guess they want a shaky head. That's a fish. I thought I was on that broke down dock. That might be a big one. It's not. My camera's actually going. I had to fray my line and I was fishing with it for a while. I was too lazy to. Did I see another one down there? Too lazy to reach. Yeah, there's 2 down there. Man. I'm allowed to have 2 lines in the water at the same time. The other one is actually a little bit smaller than this one. We will take it. Finally. Lost a big one on top water. Only hooked him for a second. He just pulled the Whopper plopper so down I thought he was still on there for a second. This fish smells weird. Oh, he's throwing up stuff. He's throwing up crawfish. Ugh. Yeah, he's throwing up crawfish. Smells awful. That Right Baits Pro went away from the pink, went back to the smashing pumpkin color. Green pumpkin on top, brown pumpkin on bottom. It's good color. Besides that green sunfish, they don't get big. If they did, they would eat children. Look how fat he is. They attack anything. Well, guys, it ended up being a slow day. That same light spot, that's probably where I'm going to start. The same spot I always start at. There's always some fish around there. Wind's going to be blowing on Saturday, so that should really help the bite. It was a struggle today. Didn't catch a lot of fish. Water's getting so low, my shallow bite is getting tougher and tougher. It seems like every time I go out, it gets tougher and tougher, but I think the conditions are going to be better Saturday. I'm going to cover way more water than I did today on Saturday. This time of year, guys, covering water is key. Just keep covering water. Hopefully I'll get lucky and find some fish schooling. That's one thing I haven't seen a lot of lately. Most years this time of year, you'll find fish schooling. If you cover enough water, you'll find them busting bait. Get over there, throw a bait in real quick and catch a few. Need fish over 18 inches on Saturday. Need 3 big ones. Hopefully get that W Saturday, but thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on NC Bass.